As the sun rises, there is hope for a better tomorrow for the youth in the Free State. Many socio-economic challenges impact on the lives of the youth, and a good quality of education has been difficult to accomplish as many rural schools resemble their impoverished communities. The knock-on effect had resulted in conditions that were a stumbling block to learning.
Before we occupied this building, we used to have a prefabricated building which was comprising of about 8 classrooms. It was a very small, dilapidated. Learners were packed inside the classroom.
So, when we want a better education, we have to
The situation in our school was very difficult because the school we were in before was like a shack. Our teachers had to experience a lot of difficulties.
Schools without proper infrastructure impact on the improvement of learners, and they cannot perform to their optimum, especially in subjects like maths and science, which demand practical lessons. The Kagiso Trust understands that, which is why the Beyers Schools Development Program targets disadvantaged schools where assistance is needed the most.
The objective is to improve the quality of education, especially the education of the black learners in South Africa.
Schools have been teaching science but never had an opportunity to make children experience firsthand on how to do experiments of what they are learning. You can't have a situation in the 21st century where children can't use computers. And we think the computer labs would really start contributing towards really making this issue of bridging the divides of ICT a reality.
We have been running for 10 years, and wherever we have been, we have left a footprint of quality education.
Kagiso Trust has a number of initiatives aimed at giving under-resourced schools a facelift. The Bold Step campaign, the Eric Molobi Scholarship Program, and the Beyers Schools Program. In 2007, the Trust started the project in the Free State through the Beyers Schools Development Program. Rural schools received libraries, science labs, and computer centers. This is a true accolade to Beyers, a man who believed in a fair and equal society.
Legacy of Beyers can be put in different facets, but one of the facets which is very important, Kagiso Trust, as a way to honor him, decided that they would then start the Beyers Development Trust, specifically to be able to enhance the schooling processes for the youth.
Beyers, the people that we call the fathers of this nation, it's people who sacrificed everything to make sure that this country, there's peace, there's success, there's prosperity. And now to have a trust in his name just brings those values and those principles of selflessness, of dedication, of all the things that Ubabu Beyers stood for.
With fully equipped and functional facilities, schools in the program are now flourishing, with learners' academic achievements improving year on year, and has resulted in over 2,800 learners passing their matric. Over 100 school management team members have been trained in leadership, and over 5,000 educators received computer training. All of this is made possible through partnerships and co-funding with the private sector and provincial departments of education.
Education Tate Makgoe is the one that really started inspiring all of us and really started sharing the bigger picture where he wanted to see this program going. And when the MEC realized the impact we've made in the 10 schools, he then challenged us to see whether we can join him in expanding the program. And we are now implementing the program in 167 schools to improve performance.
The relationship that we have with Kagiso Trust, it's more than a CSI project. They are personally involved. They don't just provide the material and the equipment, but also it goes to an extent of engaging the teachers. They also have appointed some people who are helping us on curriculum issues.
Teachers' challenges are mainly related to the transformation in education. In other words, new topics are coming into play. topics that they didn't do at tertiary or at high school level. So that is where we come in, whereby we try to develop them on those topics. Even the existing topics, they are complex topics. So we work with them in terms of understanding where they need assistance so that they are able to handle the teaching process effectively in classes.
We're so lucky to be having Kagiso Trust. The attitude of our learners now very positive. When we were given resources like the computer center, most of our learners are now interested in computer. We also hope that with the kinds of facilities that we are having as the school, our learners will improve their results, and ultimately we are hoping to have 100% again.
I can teach biology because it's my favorite and most subject that I like. After going to do my teaching courses, I'm ready to come back here and teach biology because that's what I always have aims for.
That's going to help me very much because now, even when I get to study, I will study with something that I really see with my naked eyes, because we used to talk something that we doesn't see or see what chemicals do we use. We only read on the books, not making any experiments.
Our learners are going to learn more about these facilities that we have today. Then they are going to be able to perform the experiment, and then they are going to understand this better because we did this theoretical without the apparatus.
As the district traditional council, we are very proud to have received such a wonderful gift from Kagiso Trust, and we can see that the education of our children is going far.
The children here are very, very lucky because, you know, everybody is concentrating on them to make them succeed.
We are convinced that we would have designed a solution for the country on how to improve education in South Africa.